I like to think of myself as a reasonably together woman, but my social media anxiety would disagree. So, this is a quote I'm pulling from an article that I'm reading right now. Well, I read it earlier this morning. So, I looked up some articles talking about why we get so obsessed with likes on social media. And if you want to take a look at this article yourself, the one that I just quoted, I will put a link of that in the description box below. But yeah, being on social media, if you are in, I think you are, if you're on YouTube, why do we get obsessed about likes on social media? It's not new. This phenomenon has always been around, and it's part of our human nature, and might you say it's part of our DNA to want to seek approval from our peers. It's something that humans want. We literally can die of loneliness. Science has proven that. And in today's world, this need for external validation is something that is so obsessed. I mean, so obvious, especially with the socials that we have. And if you think about it, the reason why it's called social media is because that is what we want from it. We want that social connection with people, with strangers even. It's not just for people that we know in real life so that we can catch up with them, we can keep in touch with them even though we're far from them. But more recently, there have been trends of influencers. I mean, it's even a real job, and I know friends from real life that have become professional influencers. And it's interesting. You expose yourself online, you reveal your authentic self, engage with followers, and that is how you make a living. It's it's something, right? I mean, what do you guys think? And you have to we have to really think about why is it important. And I'm talking about accounts that are non-business, non-organization, that non-social cause or any of that. Just personal accounts who want to build their brand, quote unquote, or people who sorry to use the term, but people who obsessively count the numbers of likes that they get. And I'm not I'm not gonna lie, I do get that feeling as well sometimes because as this article explains, it's natural for us to know that these things that we share because we think that they're important or that we think that they're interesting, it's important to us that they get recognized, that the things that we share get some attention and recognition. Now, this attention is different for each of us. We put value in it differently, but why, right? And I also read that it depends on each person's personality and something about personality types. So I'm not sure if the different personality types as listed, I guess, in the Myers-Briggs, if the patterns can be predictable or if they're similar. But you also have to wonder, and wonder I do wonder this a lot now that I'm very active on Twitter. I see these posts, like they keep track on how many followers they have, and they vocalize, oh no, I lost one follower, uh, etc., etc. Oh, let's help my friend get back to 3,000 followers because a few people unfollowed them. Does it really matter that much? I mean, for me personally, sure, it's fine, right? But if I honestly don't care that much. At least I don't think I do. Maybe I'm just saying this because as I've said in my previous episode, I'm unpopular. I'm that unpopular kid. But when I was in high school, it didn't matter to me that I didn't have any friends. I think it wasn't until my parents pointed out to me why, on my graduation day, by the way, why don't you have friends? We're worried about you. So let me segue into that. So on my high school graduation, everyone was in the quadrangle, right? And the graduation ceremony was over. It was really the last time that we were all gonna see each other. There were no more school days after that. There, there was no more senior dance or anything. There was nothing else. Everything was done, and that was it. That was the last day, and unless you make arrangements to meet with other people, you're not gonna meet. So um everyone was crying. Most people were crying, hugging because they're not gonna see each other anymore. And then mm, I, with some two friends, we were literally in the middle of the school grounds, and then we were just laughing. We were laughing not at anyone. We weren't even aware of it, but we were just laughing because yeah, high school is finally over. We High school is over. We were just happy. We have graduated, or it's that chapter of our life is over. We have accomplished something, and we were just talking and chatting, and we were laughing, and we weren't even aware of everyone else hugging and crying around us. And then when the three of us separated ways, my two parents came, and they were there the whole time. Of course, they attended the ceremony, and then they were waiting for us, for me. They were waiting for me to be I don't know say done with my friends, to separate ways with my friends. So I walked to my parents, and then my parents were just telling me, "We're worried about you. You were laughing while everyone else around you was crying and hugging. They're never gonna see each other. They're gonna miss their friends." And I took a look around, and they were right. So many people had tears in their eyes, and I was genuinely happy. So I don't think it ever mattered to me, or it didn't even occur to me that I was unpopular. Not until it has been pointed out to me, and not until social media, really. I mean, even in college, I tried to make friends because my parents were worried, and I didn't want to worry them. But I got by. I made a few friends. That's really my sweet spot. That's my comfort zone. One or two people, you know. Um, Anything bigger than a group of five, I'm gonna be that wallflower. But if it's just one, two, three people, I'm gonna be loud. That's when my extroverted, quote unquote, side comes out. But any other time, I just want to keep to myself. I'm not good with groups, large groups, and I know that for a fact. I mean, my high school batch had a small reunion, small private reunion, nothing official. So we were at one of the our classmates' homes and stay there for a bit. Can't even make small talk. I tried, but I can't. So uh, I left early. I showed up because it mattered to me to have some connection. But that is it. It's just not for me, I guess. So I guess that's why it's baffling to me that people obsess so much about getting likes on social media and keeping tabs on how many reactions they get, or making posts like, I want to see something. If you see this post, can you leave a comment or something? Like, I don't want to say will kill you if you feel invisible, because apparently the science says it could. And it's something that's perplexing to me. It doesn't mean that it doesn't matter to other people, because clearly it does. But also, this psychologist, I think he's a psychologist. He's a psychologist. Dr. Max Blumberg says that it's we should admit that these things matter to us, but it's also healthy if we develop that outlook that it doesn't have to be our whole lives. Our entire lives shouldn't revolve around social media. And I know it's hard to say that now that it's really difficult to to build relationships with people face to face because of the pandemic, because of the virus and the risks, right? And it's easier to find some connection and find some friends online. But yeah, while it does matter, I think I just want to say that it doesn't have to be everything. I mean, you see those, right, in some TV shows, the absurdity of it all. People asking their followers to make life decisions for them, as in, what treatment should I get? What medical treatment should I get? It's not even something petty like which villager should I kick out in my Animal Crossing. Big life decisions like, should I break up with my boyfriend, or should I get this medical treatment? Yes or no? Please, um, try to try to evaluate how you make life decisions. Yes, it matters that we get attention and recognition, to know that we exist and that we matter. You know, it's important that we feel that way, but at the same time, don't let it be all of who you are, because otherwise, what are you? Just statistics, right? So yeah, there's me. If there's any other things you want me to discuss or you want to hear about, leave a comment and leave a comment down below. And if you'd like to support my project, I am putting my Ko-fi link in the description box below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It means a lot to me. I know, right? Everything I talked about and I'm saying it means a lot to me, but it does. You know, to know that my project is doing something. So thank you guys. I'll catch you next time. Bye.